today I just went to Barnes & Noble and I dropped my daughter off at school and I went, did I go straight here? No, I stopped home first, but then I came here. And you guys, it was honestly the best decision that I could have made instead of working from home on editing and stuff like that. It just felt so good to be around people that are working too and that are either they're in school or they're just trying to get, you know, some peace and quiet. Not quiet per se, but just, you know what I'm saying? It just felt good to be around people that were focused on something. I've always loved reading, like I told you guys before, but mainly I wanted to talk to you guys because I felt inspired today. I got a lot of editing done. I really felt inspired and I want to tell you guys why. So when I first came in, I was sitting next to the window, but of course I had to move because there weren't any outlets by the window and my computer was almost dead. And I want you guys to understand that sometimes, you know, your plan for the day doesn't go according to what you had planned, and you know, you just got to make it work. So, you know, usually in my past, I probably would have left and just went home and did something else. But nope, I got up and I looked for another seat. Like before, I wouldn't even go close to other people because I just didn't want to be next to other people. But today I got up, I sat in between like 3 college kids and this one guy. So I'm just in the middle. I didn't feel scared, anything. And you guys know with social anxiety, like stuff like that is kind of like a no-no. I just was in my own little bubble. I was in my own little world and it felt so good. And I plugged my stuff up and I told the kids like, hey, I'll probably just end up sitting over here. They're like, okay, cool. Like just before I was wrapping up, probably like 10-15 minutes before I was wrapping up, this guy, you know, you can like kind of feel someone watching you, and this guy kept kind of like maneuvering his way like next to me. It was almost like he wanted me to hear what he had going on. And in my past, I probably would have been like, you being thirsty, like, you know, all that. But you really have to change the way that you look at things, because the way that I used to look at stuff before, it wasn't the right way. And so now I was just kind of like, okay, just continue doing your work or whatever. And he was asking the lady for help or whatever. And he was like, I wrote it down. He said to the lady, and you know how some people's voice just projects like really loud. I'm not one of those people, but he was like, my father is an artist and he carries around a lot of planners and books and stuff like this. And the lady was like, wow, I love to hear stuff like that. So it's just like, for me, it was like confirmation. I know that might sound weird to some people, but it just really was like confirmation to me, because it was like, wow. I don't know how to explain it. Like for me, I feel like every single thing that I do as a creative person is like art, or you can make it that way. If you're a creative person, you can look at everything from an artistic standpoint. And for me, it was just kind of cool to hear someone else say something like that. Like, wow, like, I don't know what kind of artist he was, but he's like, my dad's an artist and, you know, he has a ton of these things lying around. And it's just like, wow, like that's really cool. It was just confirmation, because it's like, I just filled up a notebook. And when I was filling out my notebooks, like on a regular basis, like my channel was growing. Everything just was aligning. And so I know I get off the wagon sometimes, and I know I let my fears get in the way, and I know I let doubt get in the way. But just to hear that today, it kind of like let me know that I am on the right path. And like the fact that I've been seeing angel numbers a lot, and I haven't really delved too deep into it, but I've read up on what it means when I see certain numbers. I've seen 1111 like over and over and over for like months now. 222, 444, mostly 1111 though. And it's just like a lot of different things that go on a day-to-day basis. I just see it from a different standpoint now, which is why it's so important to elevate yourself and make sure your energy is clean, and make sure if you're going to have people around you, make sure they're people that are on your same vibration or higher. Or it's just very important not to be doing things from a low vibrational standpoint, because like you won't be able to feel and see things like this. You won't be able to recognize when something is just lining up for you the way that it should be. And even more so, being able to see that and not even being like where I know I'm going to be, it's just really awesome, because it's like just little, there's like the universe will just send you little angels and little things to let you know, yeah, you're on the right path, just stick with it. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys. I just really felt happy with my experience at Barnes & Noble today. I know it's cheesy. I don't care. Because you really have to cherish every single moment. You have to really applaud yourself for doing certain things. And if you conquered a fear today, or if you did something out of your norm for the better good of yourself today, or whatever it might be, it's okay to clap for yourself. Don't expect anybody else to clap for you, because sometimes you will never get that clap. So it's important for you to know how to clap for self, and to just be in touch and not seek validation from outside resources, even though I know that was like validation or confirmation for me, but it was in a different type of way. And it just, I don't know, I'm just so grateful. Started my day with gratitude, and I'm just so thankful. Like, thank you, God. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm about to get something to eat. Oh, also I wanted to tell you guys, like, the reason that I went to Barnes & Noble today is because I'm trying to make myself get out of the house more when I'm doing my work, because at home there's just too many outside distractions like that I could find to do instead of my work. And it's just like, no, I want my channel to do well, and I want my messages to get across to like whoever needs them. And I just want people to feel inspired. I want to treat my channel as a 9 to 5 because I have the time to do so. I'm blessed enough to have the time freed up to do so, and I don't want to take it for granted. I just feel like it is my divine purpose, and I am trying to work on prioritizing my time, my tasks, because I don't know, sometimes and I know that's just anxiety as well, it's just so easy to put other things, okay, well, let me just do this real quick, and then this real quick turns into some, like, there's some really big houses over there. I should go right through to get inspired, but this really quick turns into hours and hours and hours. So, and it's just pushing things off too much, and I don't like it. And I want to be more disciplined when it comes to my work, what I consider work, what I consider important. And so if you have anything that you've been putting off, I challenge you to just get it done. At least one thing, because we're in this together, honestly. You guys give me ideas, you guys, you give me your input, and it's just like, it's a back and forth thing. I love that. I never wanted to feel like, oh, you guys need to do this, you guys need to do, no. I have things that I need to get better at as well, and I'm just sharing my journey with people, because I know it's people, out there that it's really hard to stay focused sometimes. It's really hard to be in charge of yourself and govern yourself and not have someone telling you what you need to do. And I know that for me, I just wanted so badly to be my own boss and to finally stop working for the man and stop making somebody else rich and all these things, I feel like I appreciate the time that I had to do those things, because it definitely taught me different basic functions of being an adult. But it's time now to do what you got to do if you want to be your own boss, and set a good example for your kids. And also, I really wanted to mention, like, a lot of times when today, I saw, like, people from all different age groups were in there, from young to old, and it's just never too late to stop learning. It's just never too late, you guys. Like, you don't know what God has in store for you. You don't know what, well, some people do know what their, you know, what their purpose is and stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying? Some people, you just don't know. Like, maybe for 65 years you were broke, and then when you turned 66 you became a millionaire. Like, you just don't know. That's my thought process. So I never want to stop learning. I know it's hard, I know it's time consuming, but the fact that I get to learn about things that I like to do, it's really cool. Like, it's a different type of learning. And you know, you got to take the good with the bad. But back to the age groups, like the college kids were in there, they were so freaking dedicated and focused. I could have never been that focused when I was in college. It was like, it was crazy. And they were in there before me, and they were in there after me. I believe they're going to dental school. And then there was a guy that was to my left, I mean to my right, and it looked like he had a laptop, like he worked at a school or something like that. So he was older, maybe his, I don't know, late, maybe early 40s or so, plugging it in. Then it was a couple in there, they were doing something. Then it was just an older couple, they were doing something. Everybody was doing something to better themselves, whether they had to or whether they just wanted to. It wasn't until like now that I really see the importance of just constantly doing something every day to be smarter, to be better than you were the day before. And you hold the keys to that. Nobody else holds the keys to that. It doesn't matter. Like, if you can't afford books or whatever, you need to go online, go to the library. You need to do something, because we only get one chance at this life, and there's nobody out here just giving stuff away. Everything comes with a price. So you can do it the easy way, you can do it the hard way, you can live the mediocre way, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm honestly tired of living mediocre. I'm tired of it. And it's like, it's too easy. I mean, it's easy, but it's hard. Come on, y'all gonna let me over, god dang it. I'm not looking at y'all because it's traffic. But anyway, the point of the matter is that do something. Do something. Because a lot of times we don't know where to start. A lot of times we feel like we're too old. You need to stop feeling that way. And if you don't want to do anything, so be it. But I think that you want to do something. And it doesn't matter what it is. Just think about, what do you like to do? What brings you joy? Do it in your spare time. Do you think about it? Is it something that you wish you could do? Well, why can't you do it? What's stopping you from doing it? Let's come up with a plan to make you have time to be able to do this thing that you can't stop thinking about. And I just feel it on my heart. I really do. I felt it on my heart that people want to do something. These are the years of entrepreneurship, and that crap is not easy. It's not easy to get customers. It's not easy to gain traffic. It's not, none of this stuff is easy. I'm gonna tell you that now. Okay? First thing you gotta do is have faith. The second thing you gotta do, well, the first thing you gotta do is have a vision, have faith, ignore haters, because it's, y'all listen, I'm not even gonna hold you, but I'm just seeing things differently. I'm attracting different things right now. I'm seeing people dressed up. It's crazy because it's probably the same people, the same amount of people dressed up as it is not dressed up or making themselves look good. It's probably the same amount of people, but my vision is being attracted to the better. You know what I mean? It's just, it's what I'm manifesting, what I'm putting out, I'm getting it back. It's a lot to grasp at one time, but I feel like I'm honestly on the right path. I'm so thankful. I'm just so happy, and I just want to make sure that I put that message out that anything is really possible. You see it in the media every single day, from the most absurd to the most congratulatory. So please understand that it's worth it. Whatever that thing is, what's your thing? I don't know. It's worth it. You're worth it. There's time. Not there's time as in put it off for 15 more days. Like, no, you got to start today. You really got to start today. And this is coming from the queen of let's do it the next day. The queen of that. You really have to change your life today. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. My voice is just, yeah. And leave me your comments down below. I want to know, did you start something new? How's it been going? What trials and tribulations have you been coming up against? How's your faith doing? Have you been in the holiday spirit? Have you not been? What's going on? I want to know. So maybe we can help each other out. Because I just want everybody to flourish. I want everyone to do well. It's full circle. The more people that are doing well, the less people that are angry, the less people that are hurting. It just really comes full circle, you guys. So, again, thank you so much for listening. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. And make sure you're subscribed to this channel with your post notifications turned on. Turn on. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.